Absolute Apple Red, exhibited by Cooper Galton of Nunde, New York. Entry 2586 was 15th. 2587 placed 10th. Entry 2588 was 13th. Entry 2593 was our winning entry, Rustowell Big Apple Super Red, exhibited by Richard Green of Middletown, Delaware. Entry 2594 was 9th. 2597 was 16th. Entry 2598 was 7th. 2599 was 11th. Entry 2601 placed 6th. Entry 2603 was 17th. Entry 2604 placed second in the class, Bergeen Reality Maple Red, exhibited by Albert Cormier and Clark Valley of Woodville, Ontario. Entry 2952 was 8th. Her name was Linvale B.M. Renata, exhibited by William Schultz III of Waldo, Wisconsin. And added entry 2956 placed 14th, Garondale Lion King Indiana Red, exhibited by Fair Micheret, Saint-Zephyrin, Quebec. Now in the ring, in the Grand International Red and White Show, is the Spring Yearling Heifer class. The first place award in this class is presented by Westway Feed Products of Tomball, Texas, and the Junior Award is presented by the Gift Farm and Swaindale Registered Holsteins of Deerfield, Wisconsin.
And for those of you cataloging the International Guernsey Show, we have results for the Fall Heifer Calf class. There were 29 entrants in this class. Entry number 1196, that's 1196, finished 29th. 1197, 26th. 1198, 8th. 1199, 27th. 1200, 17th. 1202, 24th. 1204, 16th. 1206, finished 12th. 1207, 23rd. 1208, 7th. 1209, 22nd. 1210, 13th. 1212, 9th. 1213, 4th. 1214, 6th. 1215, 21st. 1216, 15th. 1217, 25th. 1220, 19th. 1221, 14th. 1222, 11th. 1223, 28th. 1224, 18th. Entry number 1225 was our first place winner in the class, Adams Creek Maury Olympia, presented by Friendship Farm of Millbrook, New York. Number 1226 was 5th overall, and our second place junior finisher, Knapp's Regis Tanbark ET, presented by Knapp Guernseys, Austin and Landon Knapp of Epworth, Iowa. Number 1227 was our third place finisher, our first place junior finisher overall, and best bred and owned in class, Prairie Moon Yogi Bliss, presented by Lars, Landon, and Leslie Sevesund of Waukon, Iowa. Number 1228 was our second place finisher, Millbourne Hill Point. And for the International Guernsey Show, we're ready to announce the results for the Summer Yearling Heifer class. Junior top finishers, please step forward to be recognized when we call your name. Our second place junior finisher is number 1261, Knapp's Atlantic Timber TW, presented by Austin and Landon Knapp of Epworth, Iowa. And our first place junior finisher is entry number 1238, Cooley Crest Nick Ramona, presented by Jacob and Nicholas Kipp of Hazel Green, Wisconsin. Congratulations. Our third place finisher overall, number 1264, Knife Lake Tiller Tesla ET, presented by Kristen Jankala and Jesse Heitke of Mora, Minnesota. Our second place finisher overall, as well as our best bred and owned, number 1245, Marrell Rohan Promise, presented by Ralph Turley, Verl A. Weaver of Goshen, Indiana. And our top entry in class, number 1251, Up the Creek Showtime Nicola, presented by P. Maury Miller of Granby, Connecticut. Congratulations.
Well, in this summer yearling class, Chris and I found two heifers right as we walked through this large class, and we agreed that these were the two heifers that need to be at the top. We're starting with the brown heifer over the heifer that shows more white here today. Based on the way they handle their rear legs, the heifer in first place has an advantage in that she has a more correct bone, a little less, a little cleaner and more cleaner bone than our second place heifer, and also walks with a little bit more freely on those feet and legs than does our second place heifer. I admit the second place heifer is a little bit deeper in her heart, a little bit deeper in both her fore and rear rib. A tremendously correct straight heifer across the top with a lovely rib, and it's that close placing between those two heifers today. It's that rib and openness, the correctness from hooks to pins that carries the second place heifer over this big stretchy heifer coming out here in third. The second place heifer is more correct through the tail head, a little more correct out through the hips than the heifer in third. Third over fourth, she carries that length of body. She's longer and leaner in her neck. She carries more length from her hooks to her pins than the balanced heifer that we have here in fourth place. Fourth over fifth, that she has an advantage here out through the pins region, a little bit wider at the pins than the heifer we have here in fourth. She also walks a little more correctly than does that heifer that we have there in fourth. Fourth over fifth, the advantage here is she's cleaner all the way through. She's leaner in her legs, she's sharper at her withers, and cleaner in her thighs than this real balanced heifer that's just carrying a little bit too much weight today to move up to the top. She's stronger through the crop region, more correct on her rear legs as she walks out than the heifer we have here next in line. Then in eighth place, a heifer that we really like, not the tallest heifer, but a heifer that's got a really nice open rib, and we moved her up in the class, following right along in there. Then the next two heifers, again, nice balanced heifers, and as I said to someone who was standing in 10th place, you have a really good heifer. That's how good this class is. Congratulations.